Alright, let's pick up the weather.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 12 Celsius. Dew point 04 Celsius. Altimeter 3001. Remarks. Density altitude 600. Goshen Municipal Airport, Goshen, Indiana. Automated weather observation 1321 Zulu. Wind 130 at 07. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12 Celsius. Dew point 04 Celsius. Altimeter 30.
Alright, that's the weather. We'll go ahead and put the flaps 15 and turn all the ice protection on for the ice protection test.
1905 Victor, departing Niner, staying in the pattern, Goshen.
3001 on the meter. So I've got that set, altitude checks, and we'll expect about 3,000 for our initial altitude, and we'll take off runway 9, so we'll set 090 for our heading for now. I'll give clearance call. Morning clearance, Pilatus 921 November Golf, on the ground at Goshen, request IFR to Bravo Juliet Juliet. Yeah, it's been a minute, so we'll turn the protection off.
Pilatus 921 November Golf, southbound clearance delivery, hold for release at the Goshen Airport. Clear to Bravo Juliet Juliet Airport as filed, maintain 3000, expect flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.05, squawk 6244. Verify holding for release and say departure runway.
921 November Golf, I am holding for release here at Goshen. Cleared to Wooster as filed. 3,000, 190 in 10 minutes. Departure 3205, squawk 6244. And we'll be using runway 9.
Pilatus 921 November Golf, feedback correct. Just advise number 1 ready to go.
I'll give you a call when we're number 1 and ready. 921 November Golf. Alright, so we're cleared as filed. Goshen Mansfield, Wooster. 3,000 for our initial. 3205. For our departure frequency, and 6244 on the squawk. Alright, we're good to taxi. Brakes are good. We'll turn taxi light on, seat belts, signs on, and we'll test beta here. That is available. Goshen traffic, Pilatus 921 November Golf, taxi runway 9er, Goshen. Clear right, clear left.
Goshen traffic, Skyhawk 1905 Victor, turning left base for Niner, Goshen.
Alright, we do have flaps set 15, so the stick pusher test. Oops.
Goshen traffic, 1058 Papa Alpha, clear the pattern to the northwest, Goshen.
Shakes left, shakes right, shakes both sides and pushes, interrupt it. All the servos are disconnected. And test complete. Hey guys, thanks for joining us in the Pilatus today. I've got Jake up here with me, and we're gonna have another short flight over to Wooster, Ohio. Had a few requests for my background in aviation, so I think on the way I'll tell you how I got started in flying, what made me want to fly, and kind of my career path so far.
1905 Victor, final for Niner, Goshen.
Clearance, Pilatus 921 November Golf. We're number 1, ready for departure, runway 9er at Goshen.
Pilatus 1 November Golf, roger, stand by.
Alright, so we'll verify this. Got the before taxi and taxi. Did all that stuff. And then before departure, we'll do our fat fly. And we'll also verify batteries are charging below 30 amps. Already did the flight control check when we did the pusher test.
Pilatus 1 November Golf, there looks like to be traffic just 2 miles northeast at 2,200, and one that just looks like you just departed. Upon entering controlled airspace, fly heading 090, release for departure at the Goshen Airport. Southbound altimeter 2999er.
Alright, 2999er, and we've got both those targets in sight and cleared for takeoff runway 9er. We'll fly heading 090.
Have a safe flight.
Alright, fat I fly, I've got flaps and trims are all on the greens, ice protection will turn the probes on, windshields on light, inertial separators open, and then we've got lights, turn landing pulse strobes on, yaw damp is off, flight directors and go around heading modes, And flight idle to go as we get the runway.
Goshen traffic, Pilatus 902 November Golf, departing runway 9er, Goshen.
Alright, we should have about a 1,300 foot, 1,400 foot ground roll today.
Goshen traffic, Skyhawk 1905 Victor, left downwind for 9er, Goshen.
Alright, condition lever to flight idle. Pass is clear. Off we go, we got a right crosswind. Alright, power is set, airspeed's coming alive. We're looking for about 75 to 80 knots today. Okay, I was right at 1400. Okay, positive rate, tap the brakes, gears coming up. 100 knots, flaps can come up.
Goshen traffic, Pilatus 902 November Golf, departing the pattern to the east, Goshen.
And we'll turn yaw damp on, and taxi and landing lights can come off.
Close out bend, Pilatus 902 November Golf, off Goshen 2100, climbing 3000, heading 090.
Pilatus 902 November Golf, south bend departure, ident, climb maintain 10,000.
Ident, climb maintain 10,000, 902 November Golf.
Alright, 10,000
November
set
Golf,
north.
radar contact 3 miles east of the Goshen VOR, proceed direct to Mansfield.
Direct to Mansfield, 902 November Golf.
Alright, direct to Mansfield. We'll reset that here. And we'll activate nav on the FMS, or excuse me, the flight director.
Pilatus 1 November Golf, contact Chicago Center 119.85.
Chicago Center, 1985, 1 November Golf, so long.
See ya.
Hello, Chicago Center, Pilatus 902 November Golf, 5,400, climbing 10,000.
Pilatus 921 November Golf, Chicago Center, Fort Wayne altimeter 3003. I'll fly you for you in a few minutes. Traffic at about 11 o'clock, 15 miles, close to 60 miles westbound, about to level off at 11,000. That is a citation.
Alright, 3003, and we'll watch for the citation, 1 November Golf.
Alright, so Jake's a student of mine, a friend of mine, working on his commercial rating, so I'm going to let him fly the Pilatus for a little bit, and I'll run the radios and he'll fly. So Jake's your airplane.
My airplane. Pitch at 640, contact southbound approach 125.75. Good day.
See the citation?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 November Golf has a citation in sight.
Thank you, hire shortly.
Alright, 1,000 to go. Yep. Alright, so climb check. We've got the ice protection as we need it. Autopilot. We're hand flying it for now. Power control lever is set. Lead air switch is on auto. Cabin altitude or cabin pressure is good. Delta pressure is 3.3 and out of 5.75, so that's good. Engine instruments are all good. We're still torque limited for now.
7,000, Fort Wayne altimeter 3003.
And barrow has been set. Alright, so we're at 10,000.
951 Chicago Center,
turn the pulse lights and seatbelt lights off.
That's 1 November Golf, climb maintain flight 190.
Climb maintain flight level 190, 902 1 November Golf.
Okay, we'll reset 190 and we'll put it in V-speed mode. Actually, we're going to want to climb into speed mode, so we're climbing at 150 knots. And looks like we're going to be clear clouds for the rest of the flight, and so we'll go ahead and open the inertial separator.
1 November Golf, turn 20, that's 20 degrees right, vector for your climb.
20 right vectors for climb, 1 November Golf.
Okay, so about 140. Alright, so my background, I grew up on a farm out in southwest Kansas, and no aviation in my family. Nobody's a pilot in the first one. So that wasn't driving force for me to be into aviation, but I wanted to be a pilot for as long as I can remember. We happened to live right underneath the military training route, or about, I don't know, I guess we're probably about a mile south of it. So we would see, you know, military Air Force Lears flying over and other trainer aircraft flying around. So I'm sure that helped to fuel the fire there. Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to do, and So yeah, I went to college for it. I went to Heston College in Heston, Kansas. It's a 2-year college, 2-year Mennonite school. They have a good aviation program there. And I had a great time there. And I instructed there for about 1.5 years. And then I moved up here to Goshen, Indiana, and got married. And that was 2009. I think I only flew 30 hours that year. We were in the middle of the recession, and nobody was training, and I didn't have any, much experience. I think I only had about 500 hours at that point. So eventually I did get a job with a local flight school and worked there for under 1 year, actually. And then I got the opportunity to go and do some aerial mapping in 206s. And that was a great job. Flew all around the country. We were mapping cities with photos. And so we'd fly lines back and forth, 15 miles long, over top of cities. And so we got very comfortable with ATC communications. We were always in Charlie or Delta, and sometimes Bravo airspace. So I learned a lot about coordinating with ATC, and that was a great learning experience. But the company we worked for, our client, wanted us to have 2 pilots. So we're always a 2-pilot crew and in a Cessna 206.
180, clear to Mansfield.
Direct to Mansfield out of 1801 November Golf.
So yeah, we're always flying 2-pilot crew in a Cessna 206. So it wasn't the best time builder, but we got to fly all over the country and experience a lot of different geographical areas, and got to see a lot of cool cities and that sort of thing. The company was also very, or the client, I guess I should say, was mostly dictated by the client, was very safety oriented. So we never did any relocation flights at night. And
1 November Golf, things developed. There's some military airspace active up ahead. If you would just fly heading at 100 vector for that airspace.
Okay, 100 November Golf.
Right, back to heading mode 100. Yeah, so we never relocated at night, never flew at night, and we also, unless we got special approval, we weren't allowed to fly over any areas of IFR. We could fly IMC, but not over areas of IFR. So while we built some time and got to see a lot of cool cities and got some really good ATC communication experience, it wasn't really a lot of great flying experience. So when the opportunity came up to move back over to the corporate world, I jumped right on it. The flight school that I had instructed at here in Goshen contacted me saying, hey, we've got...
Contacting the Cleveland Center, 134.65, they'll be able to help you out.
All right, Cleveland 3465, November Golf, good day. Hello, Cleveland, Pilatus 921 November Golf, 190, heading 100.
Pilatus 921 November Golf, Cleveland Center, Roger. Should have, just need to clear this Singer MOA that's out there, so we'll have Wooster here shortly.
1 November Golf, Roger.
Yeah, so I was working for this mapping operator, flying all over the country, having a good time. We had to take pictures when there was no cloud shadows, so that also limited our flying. So we had a lot of time to explore cities and whatnot. It was great life for a single guy. But I wasn't single, and I had a kid on the way. And so the flight school that I instructed at contacted me and said, hey, we got an opportunity to manage 2 Saratogas. Would you be interested in doing that? And I said, absolutely. And so that all went through, and so I flew for the flight school, flew Saratogas for them for several years. One of the Saratogas went away, so then we were left with 1 Saratoga, and that was actually the company I'm still flying for. That started in 2013. Flew, managed for them for a while. When the other Saratoga went away, then they were only paying the flight school to pay me, so eventually they hired me directly. Moved up into a 421, and now I've moved up into the Pilatus. And yeah, so that's my career. It's been great. I love this job. The company I fly for is fantastic, and flying an awesome airplane. I do a little bit of instruction on the side, a little bit of contract flying, but this is my main gig right here.
Number 921 November Golf, contact Cleveland Center 128.62. They should have on portion.
921 November Golf, Cleveland Center, well.
Keeping us close, but it's strange now. Dreams holding us closer. Meadows of our youth. 107 days. But recalling it backwards. Our dreams holding us closer. Ooh, we can see.
Alright, we're about 75 miles out. We should be able to get the weather. This frequency always has another AWAS that bleeds over into it, so you got to be pretty close before you can hear it very clearly. We'll see.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 11 Celsius. Dew point 01 Celsius. Altimeter 3014. Remarks. Density altitude 700. Thunderstorm. Information not available. Wayne County Airport, Wooster, Ohio. Automated weather observation 1359er Zulu. Wind 150 at 07. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11 Celsius. Dew point 01.
Alright, so 150 at 7. We'll plan just straight into 9 here.
3789, Cleveland Center, roger.
And 3014. We'll go ahead and set that in standby.
Ooh, we can see so clear.
Pilatus 1 November Golf, contact Cleveland approach 124.2. 921 November Golf, Cleveland approach, altimeter 3011, descend and maintain 7,000.
Alright, we're descending through 10,000, so turn on. The inertial separator was already open from our cruise, just left it open there. And we turn pulse lights on for recognition, and we can turn the seatbelt sign back on. 22.8 is Unicom there. Put that on. And we're about 30 miles out. Should be seeing it before too long. 1,000 to go. I'll go ahead and set the local altimeter that we had. And just run through the descent check. ATIS is received. And we've already done the briefing. We're going to land on 10. Heading to the east there. And ice protection is as required. Got the torque set that we want. We'll bring it back in as we level off here at 7,000. Landing field elevation is set in the DPCS window. And descent check complete.
November Golf, going to maintain 5,000.
5001 November Golf.
Okay, 5,000 set and armed. $1,000 to go. 20 miles out, we're going to want to start slowing down a little bit. And I do have the airport in sight. There, we're level at 5,000. We'll leave it power setting where it's at. We're about 23. That'll let us slow down into the gear and flap range as we approach the airport here. About 25 PSI of torque within 30 miles of the airport works really well for speed management. And then 15 PSI around there for the approach. And then once you start your descent, around 10 PSI works pretty good.
921 November Golf, contact Cleveland approach 125.5.
2551 November Golf, still on.
Yep.
Alright.
Juliet, clear C2 from there.
Approach Pilatus 921 November Golf 5000.
Pilatus 921 November Golf, Cleveland approach, Akron altimeter 3015. Advise when you have the weather and NOTAMs, and you can expect the visual. It's going to maintain 3,000.
Alright, we'll descend to 3,000. Actually, we've got the airport in sight, so we can cancel AFR with you at this time.
November 1, November Golf, Roger. IFR cancellation received. Squawk 1200 and frequency approved. There is one in the pattern at Wayne County.
Squawking 1200 and over to advisory 921 November Golf. Good day.
Alright, so we'll pull it back to 15 here. Start our descent.
Wayne County traffic, Pilatus 921 November Golf, 11 miles to the northwest, inbound, land 10, Wayne County.
Alright, Jake, I'll take it here for the landing.
You have the plane?
By airplane. Excellent work. Who needs an autopilot when you have a Jake?
488 November, turning left base 10, Wayne County.
They're a lot cheaper, too.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to turn the flight director off since I'm not using it. Got somebody turning base.
And Wayne County traffic, Skyline 488 November, turning final 10, Wayne County.
Wayne County traffic, Pilatus 921 November Golf, 5 miles to the west. We're joining the final for 10, Wayne County.
Alright, we're below 165, or 160. We can go ahead and do the first 15 degrees of flaps here. And we'll also go gear down. Like the 180 is about down to the opposite end, 1,000 footers. We've got 3 greens down to lock, flaps are selected and indicated 15.
Turning final for 15, Cleverfield.
And 180's clearing down there, so we're good.
Wayne County traffic, Skyline 488 November, clearly active, Wayne County.
500.
Alright, autopilot's off, auto-amp to go. Go ahead and select flaps 30. And flaps are indicated 30. So I've got 3 greens. Goddamn goes away. A right crosswind, slowing down to DSB. Right now we're looking at 80 knots for our ref. Aim to be there kind of as we cross the numbers. Oop.
Stall.
And we're down. Not my most beautiful landing ever, guys.
But it works.
That trailing wing gear really soaks up a lot. Alright, we'll bring flaps back up. We'll stop at 15 since we're going to be taking off before too long here. Reset the trims. And turn the probes and windshield heats off.
Wayne County traffic, Pilatus 921 November Golf, clear of 10, Wayne County.
Alright, we can turn the pulse lights off, we'll leave the taxi light on, we'll turn the strobe lights off. Okay, radar is in standby. Won't cook Matt over here. And we'll go ahead and turn the taxi light off so we don't blind him. Alright, well the ice protection is off. Leave the lights where they're at. Temps all look stable. Hey guys, thanks for flying with me, and we'll catch you next time.